Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Alisha from AlishaLeadham.com, and I help people create lives that they are totally, completely beyond obsessed with. And in this video, I am going to share with you how you can actually use food to heal yourselves from the inside out, healing yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So I actually did a poll over on Instagram stories. If you guys aren't following me over there yet, go follow at Alisha Leadham. But I asked you if you would rather me do a what I eat in a day or how to heal yourself with food. And it was pretty neck and neck, but this one won by just a little bit. So I said I would do this video and a what I ate in a day video so that you guys all get what you want. So I don't really have an agenda or an outline or anything. I just wanted to have a conversation, to just sit down in front of the camera and talk about what's on my heart with how you can truly begin to heal yourself and your life with the power of food. So let's dive right into this, okay? I strongly believe that our mind and our bodies are connected. They are completely one. There is absolutely zero doubt in my mind that there is a difference, okay? Or that there's a separation between anything that's happening in our bodies and what's going on in our minds. I teach on the chakras. Okay, and the chakras are some of the main energy centers in our bodies that are impacted and affected by our minds and our bodies and the experiences that we're having. So this impacts and affects our energy, right? So when it comes to living a vibrant life and wanting to be your own healer and wanting to feel really amazing, like every day you really wake up with purpose and intention and you feel good about yourself and your thoughts are in alignment with what it is that you desire, and you look around your life and you like what you see and you like who you are, a huge part of that is a building block from the food that you eat. What you eat is going to impact the way that you feel about yourself. It's going to impact your physical energy, okay? It's going to impact the thoughts that you're thinking and your spirit, okay? So we have to remember that your gut is known as your second brain, okay? Studies have recently shown this to be true. Like, science is finally catching up with what, we've known for a while, but I digress. Our gut is known as our second brain. And so when our gut is really inflamed, okay, and we're eating a lot of, refined sugars and gluten and dairy and conventional processed food and low vibe food, this is going to raise the inflammation in our gut. And because it's connected to our brain, then the fogginess of our gut is going to create fogginess in your mind, and you're going to start to think things that aren't necessarily true, okay? So you're going to be off balance. It's going to be really easy for you to feel a lot more tired, a lot more irritable, a lot more foggy and upset and easily triggered and very negative thoughts and feelings, okay? So then it's like this vicious cycle, right? So if you continue to eat low vibe foods that are inflaming your gut more and more, this is going to inflame your mind more and more, and then you turn to foods to try to comfort yourself from these feelings and thoughts that you're thinking and having, and it's not good, okay? So in order for us to really break through of living the life that we want, it's important that you're eating foods that reflect the vibration that you want to have, okay? So if you want to think better thoughts, if you want to be a more positive person, if you want to glow, if you want to have more energy, if you want to feel like the vibrant person that you know you are, you need to eat those things. And when I say eat those things, I mean to eat high vibrational foods. So what are high vibrational foods? I like to explain it as food that hasn't been touched, right? So food straight from the garden, okay, is probably the best thing that you can do. Picking something from a tree, going to the farmer's market, food that if you don't touch it, it's going to die in a few days because the life is then leaving it. So when food and like fruits and veggies and nuts and seeds are living and vibrant and we eat that, the energy of that food is then impacting the energy of us, right? And then this is like raising our vibration. And the more that you do this, the more you're eating higher vibrational foods, you're going to start to think differently. Your gut's going to heal, okay? Your thoughts are going to heal. You're going to just feel lighter, right? Because we want to keep our gut really healthy. And according to Ayurvedic medicine, and they say that the gut is like the most important part of our body to keep really healthy. And so they really focus on keeping a healthy gut. So having a very regular digestive system, right? Making sure it's cleaned out and you're having regular bowel movements every single day. Because if not, then all of that food, okay, is still in your gut, and your body is basically just sucking that up more and more when it doesn't come out. You know what I'm saying? And so then this is going to cloud more things up for you. So it's really important that also when you're eating high vibrational foods, it's going to keep you more regular, which is going to release those toxins. Think of it as like you're learning to release things that no longer serve you. You know what I'm saying? So you can let go, right? You can let go. And you can't do that when you're eating foods that are really heavy and hard for your gut to digest all of the time. So if 90% of the time, you know, you're eating things that are really hard for your gut to digest, like grains and dairy and a lot of meat and processed foods and a lot of sugar, that is going to be hard for your gut to digest because it's also super inflamed at that point. So ultimately, this is a cry for loving yourself more, right? It's loving yourself back to health. And the power of your mind, the power of your intention with anything that you do is going to heighten the healing powers of that thing tenfold, right? So this even applies to food. When you are viewing food as this beautiful vegetable is able to heal me, right? It's going to nourish me and help my body to feel good, help me to feel really good. Setting that intention with like, I'm so grateful for this and I'm so grateful that this is going to nourish me, nourish my body. It's going to heighten the power of that food that you're about to eat. So we want to make sure at the end of the day that we're more connected to our food, because we're living in a culture where everything is just so disconnected lately, right? Like the time that I'm filming this video, there's been a lot of suicides in the media, and so many people are talking about, you know, self-hate and very negative thoughts, depression, anxiety, and I think a big part of that is a lack of connection, right? Because we're always on our computers, we're always on technology, we're always on, you know, our phones, and not kind of like losing the art of having real connections and real relationships with other people. And we need each other, you know, we need each other, and we need to feel really connected. And so if you're experiencing some kind of dis-ease or disease, right? Dis-ease starts from really mind, okay? It's emotions that are expressing itself through the body. It's just a cry for help, right? That it's asking you to become more connected with yourself and with your food and with the healing powers that you have, because you have to remember that you are your own guru. You know, that's like my biggest message. Everyone's our own guru. Like, you are your own healer. You are very, very powerful, and you have to decide that you are. So I have a list of some beautiful ways that you can learn to really reconnect with your food. That's going to help you to heal yourself even more. I promise you, it's awesome. So one of the first things is to garden, or to get food and buy your food that has come straight from the garden, like a farmer's market. This is really important because it helps you to reconnect with the earth, and it's really amazing for your root chakra, and your body recognizes this as real, whole, high vibrational food, and the connection is just so beautiful, right? You feel so much more nourished when you go out to the garden, pull a tomato, come inside, and then eat it. It's just like, it's the best tomato ever because it just came straight from the earth, right? And our cells love that. Okay, our mind loves that because it's remembering, like your soul is remembering how we're all connected, and there is no degree of separation, even though a lot of the way that we're living is kind of acting like that, you know? But so another one is to take breaks throughout your workday. This is something that I am really trying to work on right now because as I'm growing my business, I'm like always wanting to keep working on it because I love it so much. But it is important to, you know, take some time away from work and to eat away from the computer, to eat away from the phone, to like eat outside if you can. At the time that I'm filming this, it's summer outside, right? So I'm looking out at my patio right now and I'm trying to go out there to eat as much as possible, and I always feel so much more nourished, so much more alive when I do that, and that's a form of connection that can really help you, okay? Spend more time eating with other people. So another thing is like this sense of loneliness and this sense of disconnection that is not helping us, okay? So find other people that you can spend time with your loved ones, and eat with them, right? Let this be a real event together. Another beautiful tool is to just put your hand right over your heart, okay? Even just doing this is activating your heart chakra, but it is helping you to remember to just stay connected, you know, and to view all things with love. View your food with love, have a loving gratitude for your food, say a little prayer, or at least just thank you, you know, a sense of feeling from your heart of like, wow, thank you for this meal, thank you for this food, and thank you for nourishing me. One beautiful prayer that I learned from Kyle Gray, who is an angel expert, in his book, Raising Your Vibration or Raise Your Vibes, he says that sometimes if he'll eat and he's halfway through the meal and he forgot to pray, he'll just say a prayer like, thank you for the nourishment of the food that's in my stomach. And he'll put his hand on his stomach and just thank you, you know? And we can do that because it's the power of intention. And so just imagining and visualizing that food healing you and really supporting you is going to go really far. You'll feel really, really great. So one last one that I'll give you is to practice compassion for yourself. Have some deep compassion for yourself. We are our own worst enemies sometimes, and we can be really, really hard on ourselves. And so just get really good of noticing when you're being extremely down on yourself, and when like catch yourself in the middle of it, right? Catch yourself saying that, or catch yourself thinking that negative thought, and choose to have some love, right? I choose to see this differently. I choose to see this with love, and I choose to honor myself. I choose to listen to myself, and I'm honoring that instead of trying to numb it out, right? So it's a lot of this is the power of your intention, the power of your mind, the power of gratitude and of prayer, and of really staying connected to food in the closest form to its original form as possible, because that is the highest vibration, and that's going to heal you in your mind, your body, and your soul. So I would love to hear from you guys. Let's have a conversation. I'd love to hear what your biggest takeaway was from this video in the comments below. That'd be really awesome. Make sure to give this a thumbs up. And if you guys want to learn more, I actually just released a brand new, well, actually it's not a brand new, a relaunch of one of my favorite workshops and ebooks ever called the Soulful Clean Eating Guide. So this is a 50-page ebook and a couple of videos teaching you how to eat more clean in a soulful way, right? Like mind, body, and soul. So I gave you practical eating tips, but also spiritual and energetic tips, in addition to supplements that are really going to help you to heal from the inside out, especially up in here, and it's awesome. So if you're interested in that, there's a link below that you can check more out about how you can get your hands on that. All right, you guys, I will see you next time for another video. I have new help here with Alisha Leadham LLC, who's going to help us have regular videos for you. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are going to work to get to that schedule where we have a new video every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific time. So mark your calendars, and I will see you guys for our next video. Bye.